picking up all the pieces with swollen hands, these swollen eyes. Can't you feel it fucked up view of the world? You tried to view the world. And you blame and you blame and you blame and you blame everything and everyone. But yourself, I'm tired of such a standard. Let's keep it together tonight.
Yes, it is. You've heard all the other wrestling programs. Now it's time to listen to the guys who aren't booty.
And you can't teach that.
It's hashtag Wrestlepals.
Oh, then we go out of focus and we look like a hostage. Oh, God. Hey, everybody. Maybe. Thanks, camera.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I look at it in spite. I'm looking at the audience in spite. All they see is just me. I shake my Faust at you. Hey, everybody. We're hashtag Wrestlepals. Look over there. We got real quiet all of a sudden. The party's over.
Well, no,
Nathan's here.
You know the deal.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't want WWE to get that money.
Or the WWS, the World
Wildlife Fund.
Yes, the S stands for fund. You're right. Look over there and take the sip. Enjoy the sip of coffee. It's fine. We have coffee today. Hashtag WrestlePal Justin, everybody. He's great. He won't tell you, but he is.
Alright,
That's what
he
I'm
does.
here for. I'm hashtag Wrestlepal Nate, and Justin's pretty okay. I like him. He's a. I'd do that if I had confidence that I could do it.
That's hard.
Yeah, look at DIY down in NXT. He's like, oh, y'all are too sweetened?
Too sour me.
Hold on. Let's work on this. Okay,
It's the exact opposite.
Thumb in, pointer finger. This is all I got. Oh, no. Okay, I leave that one up. It won't stay up, Justin. I don't know why. It won't
did
stay
they do
up.
that?
Hold on. There we go. Nope. I got two of them. Okay, there's your thing.
Too sour me.
Can you do that with any confidence? It's silly. I like silly. Silly's great. But yeah, they've been infected by the chants down there at NXT, huh?
Yeah.
The dumps are moving in a little. The Florida dumps have found full sail. Yeah. They've actually been allowed on the campus of a university. Usually that keeps them out school, and they run away. But now you were getting 1, 2. Sweet.
Hello, Stephen, and hello, Matt. And I will not comment on what Matt has left as the comment. It's not appropriate. What?
No, Matt. Oh, somebody's in. Is he in YouTube? YouTube comments? I see. Where's he in?
He's on the Facebook.
Texting you directly?
No, he's on the
Hey,
Facebook.
Justin. Any of them naked Bailey pics? No, there aren't any. Like, the cameras would refuse to take them. They'd be like, no, stop it. The camera gets nervous when she's wearing a dress. It's weird. Hi, Justin.
Hi.
So what happened in wrestling this week? Nothing? Yeah.
Okay, well,
Going home, everybody.
let's
It's a down week.
sort of.
It
But-
should be.
Man,
It should be a down week. It's a down week somewhere. Look,
it's a down week on Mondays.
it's down Monday. Every Monday.
Every Monday lately.
It's a down Monday weekly. Man. Okay, look. We always come in. We try to be as positive as we can about it. But it can't.
I'm sorry. Right now, like, I will watch the pay-per-view
It's
on
tainted
Sunday.
for us. It's this Sunday, right?
Yeah.
What is pay
doesn't-
down, updraft,
It doesn't feel that way because
backfield?
we haven't been watching Raw.
In motion?
Like, I've missed Raw 2 weeks in a row purposefully.
Is it another roadblock? Metaphorically?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, geez.
I mean, it'll be fine. The matches will be fine.
Yes, of course they will. It
I'll,
would have been great to see that on Monday.
I'll go back on this coming Monday. I'll go back to watching Raw, and if they can keep me, I'll stay.
Mm-hmm.
But I may be becoming Blue Brand loyal.
Crazy. You know what? I remember back with the original, like, the split, not just this split, but like the original brand split, where people would talk like they were loyalists. It's like, how can you be one over the other? They're all the same product. You enjoy each one for its own things, and you realize at the end of the day, it's all one giant company. It does not feel that way anymore. SmackDown feels like a well-run show, and then there's Raw, which feels like,
I think the biggest
I don't know.
I think the biggest thing with Raw is, and I've stated this before, is it just feels like the same thing. Like, I like the players that are being used. Like, I like the players they're utilizing. I just don't like how they're utilizing them.
I think
It's not compelling.
in our little pre-show talk, I think I stumbled upon what has bothered me the most about it. And I'm going to look at the tag division as the perfect example of it right now. Right?
Oh, boy.
So you've got no, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just it's a procedural thing. One thing that, if they could just keep their powder dry just a hair longer, I think would help improve it and give you a little bit of anticipation leading into things. Realize what building tools they have story-wise to get where they want to go. They want to get to pay back. Back?
Yes, payback.
I'm really forgetting the name of it. I'm calling it Bad Blood. We're done. I'm calling it Bad Blood 98 is what I'm calling it.
Nice.
Is it? I don't know.
Sure.
I'm supposed to know these shows. I have a horrible memory for such things. I remember WrestleMania 9. That's about it.
You would.
It's great. Vulture.
Trying to get that in every week, aren't you?
Well, I'm just trying to get back into my bodysuit. Such things.
Oh.
I remember WrestleMania 9. I do. Who's
sound
that?
good.
He sounds stupid. I don't like him. Turn him off. He's an idiot.
This is a better way to have it open, though.
Yes,
Because the
absolutely.
chat's actually live.
Yeah.
Why do we have 4 comments, but I only see 2? That's not right.
This is Matt repeating himself.
Probably.
He wrote burger, 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 burger.
Fucking burgers!
Now that I know he has that on Libsyn somewhere, I might have to go out and cut those out just for fun. Just like, hey, we're not playing a song this week in GMYD. We're going to play a commercial.
Oh.
Kinda.
Sort of.
Burger, 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 burger. Okay.
All right. Can we
So-
leave the boringness of Raw behind, or did you finish your point?
No, this is what it is. That the building block wise, who's the number one contender for the tag team titles?
Cesaro and Sheamus.
How long have they been number one contenders
Since
for
the Raw after Mania.
the Raw directly after
So it's
Mania?
3 weeks now.
Yes, that's 3 weeks of. Hey, we're not going to really build the story. We're going to build. Again, we haven't watched it, but I can tell you exactly what they did story-wise. One member from one team fighting one member of the other team. Then the next week, the other two fight one-on-one. And then, I don't know, a little bit of a kerfluffle in there. Fudge it for one of the third weeks. There's your standard 3-week build.
Well, it's been exactly 3 weeks.
They win
They win in the
they
first
win it,
week.
then it's the
Singles
one-on-one.
match, singles match.
They do the singles match?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it and I know this stuff. Why? Because that's what they do. Hey, we got 3 weeks. Here's your full program. There's nothing that could be changed here. Once it's set in motion, it's stuck. And also, the rest of the tag division, I don't know, go figure something else out on your own. Meanwhile, we've got a 3-hour block we can fill up with intrigue. If they just waited on it a little bit, give us some hope that somebody else is going to get in there. Maybe have a little tension, intra-team tension. Or build another feud elsewhere as you're building into a number one contendership.
Yeah.
Or have your number one contender shine over the rest of the division at the moment, so they're lifted going in against the champion. So we have the two tops of the division instead of, I'm guessing, they've traded 50-50 on the singles matches.
Probably, I don't know.
Something like
it was
that.
Jeff versus Cesaro, which has gotten praised, like it was
Yeah.
supposedly a good match.
I would like that match.
Yeah.
But not in this story.
Again, like
It's the only way you get to it at the moment.
Well,
but
again,
still.
the problem's never been the matches.
Right.
The problem isn't the matches. The
Yeah.
matches
It's the
more
reason,
often than not deliver.
It's the reason you've gotten to this match and where you're going from this match and how we're going to steer it towards what we need to get to.
Yeah.
And that's the part that's missing. They've been number one contenders for 3 weeks. The rest of the tag division has nothing to do. Enzo and Cass and the club go and pair back off, and they're going to have they're making the best out of a situation. They're going to have like a little a grudge match of their own at Payback as well, and then it'll probably get pushed to the kickoff.
Probably.
And no one will see it. Won't get a result. Just like when the club won the titles, because the kickoff show doesn't get the replays. Yeah. It doesn't get the show. So it's going to be a blow off for a long running kind of feud that isn't going to get a proper send off. It could have built into something big. No, it's not. And now you've given me most of the Cesaro Sheamus versus Hardy's feud. And at this point, I'm tired already, and I haven't seen the match. I'm tired of it. And we're going into it, I'm supposed to be excited. No, you've been teasing it for too long. Tease other things, so when you give me the one thing, I'm like, ooh, I got this thing. Oh, it's still exciting. Let's give it a payoff while it's still exciting. You know, like SmackDown does every single week.
Right.
Every single week.
Man,
I'm going to watch Raw for the Drifter. That's it.
well, here's the advantage, and
cheer.
it depends on how you feel about dirts again. Like,
Okay.
I don't like to read too far into them.
I approach Dirts the same way I approach people posting political things on Facebook of all stripes.
Yeah.
I find it entertaining. I don't believe you, and I'm going to laugh at you personally.
Now,
Not out loud. I'm going to let you be stupid on your own.
putting the titles on the Hardys was the smart decision.
Okay. Yes,
Right?
absolutely. Big feel-good moment for Mania. You know, so many you could have had with the Raw thing, but you gave away things too early that you should have held on to.
Yeah.
They have a skewed vision of what... the things they're doing aren't bad. It's how they're doing it, how they're getting to it, and where they're going from it.
And mostly the wins.
Yeah.
Like Charlotte, I mean, ultimately, I guess Charlotte's streak makes sense now since they just got rid of her.
I guess. But do you need to damage her before throwing her over elsewhere?
Apparently.
I guess. But you
Because
know
that's
what?
they did with everybody.
Literally
except for
everyone.
Sammy. But Sammy is an underdog, so like that's his story.
Yes, he is. We'll talk about SmackDown, all right.
So again, putting the titles on the Hardys that's the smart play.
Yes.
They're the hot team coming in. It puts a spotlight on the division. I mean, they haven't done anything with it in the 3 weeks, but there's still that excitement of, man, the Hardys are back. The Hardys are tag champions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
The reason WWE signed the Hardys has to be the Broken Universe. Yes?
I would think so.
Because
I've seen a little bit about what they're planning on doing, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, that would be my point, is if you believe the Dirts, it looks like they're working with Anthem to go ahead and secure the ability to use that.
Nobody works with Anthem. But they're going to get the biggest middle finger they have and take it down there.
Yeah.
You just put it on the doorstep like, what's he going to do?
Yeah.
Gonna do something about this? Fuck that out.
And start using the Broken Hardys. I mean, again, like, there's the nostalgia. There's the nostalgia of the Hardys.
Matt, not our Matt. Matt Hardy's been pretty fantastic about the little tease of it too, where he's going back. His arms have to be tired, not from wrestling. No, not even that. Because he's doing the old V1 thing, right? I can do that. I can't do the other thing. Just comes out late. The V1, and he goes straight into the half delete. It's like you're coughing. Right?
Yeah.
And then into wah. It's great, and I love hearing him swap between voices too. The fact that he's found the differentiation. The broken is defined enough that he can turn it on and turn it off at will, and that's scary and hilarious, and I like it.
You have to imagine that those characters show up, and that's the reason they were sent. Again, there's the nostalgia of just the Hardy Boys, right?
And Jeff with his character, hi, I'm Jeff, and that's Jeff. Great.
The Hardy Boys coming back. It's like the Dudleys. There's the nostalgia of that. Putting the championships on the Hardys, those Hardys, like the Hardy Boys, is one thing. Bringing them back to the company, putting the championships on them for being the Broken Hardys is a whole nother, because there's more life to that. Because that's characters that the WWE hasn't been able to explore.
Well, they're going to take the long way around, and that's the fun play. That's good stuff. Let's not just bring in, hey, look at our new shiny new toy. I'm bored of it. It's hey, you're going to have to.
They're going to get broken.
Yes, exactly.
I assume. One thing I read was Brock breaks the Hardys.
Oh, jeez. Oh, okay.
It's believable.
You know what? That's not bad. It serves everyone involved at that point.
Yeah, because I mean, he could run up. Matt could run up against him first, get broken, and then Jeff's trying to defend the honor.
And they both have a fun little singles run on their own before they bang heads back against each other.
Yeah,
let Matt go on a crazy journey.
I mean, there's interest there. You know what I mean? There's interest there, and that might be enough to bring me back to watch it.
Yeah,
there's story.
And this is the beautiful part of that is I feel like Matt really cares for his character, and he has control over the direction of it, and he's willing to play with it and willing to stretch it out to be the long game with it, and it's great. The hints of brokenness here and there, it's going to be good as long as they let him steer that and they don't force him to break the broken. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of faith because I've heard that the idea is that they've got a big faith in a Jeff singles push. And also a bit of a Matt singles push as well.
Well, he never really got like a good singles push.
No.
In WWE. You know, he was ECW champion. US champion. I loved his feud with MVP.
Oh yeah. Oh god, it was beautiful.
I thought that was amazing.
Is that when MVP had like his little velvet rope, wouldn't let him in?
Yeah.
And then they became like
they were tag champs,
half-ass buddies.
Yeah, they were
champs.
They were tag champs, and they were like. MVP was the U.S. champ, and he started feuding with Matt. But then I don't remember how, but they became tag champs. Like MVP picked them as his partner, and they became tag champs. And it was I'm better at you than this.
I guess Teddy Long had a hand in this somehow, some way.
Come on, playa.
Oh, the tag team. We know Teddy. First, how beautiful is Teddy Long with his acceptance, where he's just like, I know I'm a meme, and here it is, dancing. Good job.
Tag team match playa.
Love playa. No, you can't do that anymore. He's old. Leave him alone.
If you're in here and you want to guide the discussion, if you want to talk about something other than Raw or SmackDown,
Someone should.
757-525-3276. I have a feeling that that's where Steve went because we started talking about Raw. I mean, I'd love to talk about some other wrestling, but like, there's so much WWE every week, and now would be the time to like try to discover other stuff.
Well, I mean, dude, yeah,
3 hours of my life is kind of free.
it's good.
Yeah.
Say, have you heard anything about Shibata out of New Japan? 5-star match.
Heard of him?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I had that picture up. I was going to use it as a. Let me grab that. I had it as one of our title screens one time, and yeah, I still have it in there. I'll pop it way up here. There we go. That cat right there. Shibata is like everything you could love about everything that we've loved about some of our favorite American wrestlers here. He's the super tough dude for no damn reason. He'll take everything you got and give you more. He's kind of the Steve Austin of New Japan, but he's also a little bit of the lone wolfy type dude, right? I don't have friends. I fight. That's what I do. And don't mention Finlay. It's not Finlay. It's close though, but still the same thing.
His name is Finlay.
Yeah, I've heard.
And he loves to fight.
I thought it was I was. Oh, you're just quoting. You're telling me. Okay.
My name is Finlay.
No, it's not.
I love to
It's
fight.
Justin. And no, you don't. Do you like to fight?
My name is Finlay.
No, it's not. It's Justin.
And I love to fight.
It's hashtag Wrestlepal Justin.
Shillelagh.
I get to do, and then they just gave him Hornswoggle. Fuck it, you do something with him.
I mean, he did. It worked.
Super tough dude. When you talk strong style, it doesn't get stronger than Shibata. And had a 5-star match with Okada. And then it's like, what's up with your neck? You okay? What's up? You okay? No, he's all. It doesn't look like he's ever going to wrestle again.
Oh, man.
And it's like that direct result of that unabashed strong style, man. And it's like, what's the line? Do you need? Because we see Nakamura now over here. Not that he's done much yet, but we see Nakamura now. He's not going to be the same Nakamura that was in New Japan. The crazy, over the top, killing yourself every night, landing on your neck off the top rope for everything. But to see somebody finally, take the injury from this style and it be one of these guys, because they were getting ready to just push him to the moon. He was going to be the star. They have a lot of other ones. They have a lot of homegrown dudes that are going to be amazing that WWE's going to steal at some point. But the fact that this dude went directly from 5-star match to, man, I hope I can walk again.
Yeah.
To, I don't think I'm going to wrestle, to, I really hope I can wrestle someday. I want to come back, but I see that, and all I see is, so this is how Daniel Bryan would have played out? Because Daniel Bryan had that style. The diving top rope headbutt. And just all things neck, man.
Yeah.
I see that and think, oh my God, I hate to see it for Shibata, but I think that's exactly the story we would have gotten for Daniel Bryan. Of the one day, it's like, oh man, that's a nagging injury. I'm going to have to be out for a minute. Oh, geez, I can't feel my toes, So I see that, and it's like that strong style is what's brought a lot of people into New Japan. But I wonder if that's going to, I don't know if they can tone it down. That's been the draw for them. That's been the that's what makes them
For
unique.
Years. Yeah.
And it took out who was going to. He's not like major player yet, but he was just about to be.
He was about
to be on that level of your career. It's not as bad as the Daniel Bryan, like, it's the day after WrestleMania. Bye everybody. I've got to go back to my home planet. But this is like right close to that. And it's just oof. So when I see like Nakamura working a safer style and I see people bitching about it, I'm like, I don't know, man. How about you leave the man alone? How about you be entertained? Yeah, let's not kill him today.
And I mean, I don't know, like most of his pay-per-view matches have been stellar. I mean, the TV matches are TV matches.
Right.
They're just, supposed to be a vehicle to get you to the pay-per-view matches.
People were pissed and getting a little pissed towards the end of the Nakamura and NXT. It's like, if they're bringing him up to his main, why don't we let him rest a little bit?
Yeah.
Or been like, why hasn't he had like matches yet? He's had a couple little dark thingies at the live event stuff, but why don't you save it?
Save it.
And again, this is SmackDown. Wait, this is SmackDown understanding tension, understanding delayed gratification, and understanding
Reasons.
it's better sometimes to make them wait a little bit. Like you've seen the people that have come over, right? Mm-hmm. Who's the big gets? Big gets are probably Charlotte and New Day, right?
Right.
Charlotte comes out and she's injected into the title scene as well as she should be. She's dominant, and you have New Day coming over, and Kofi's on the shelf a little bit. But do you bring New Day out and parade him out immediately after finishing it up at Raw?
Mm-mm.
Do you? Do you me?
No, be smart about it.
They put together a video package for them.
Yeah.
How
Kofi's on the shelf anyway. Let's give him a couple weeks.
give them time, and you know what? I felt kind of tired of it, especially towards the end of their Raw tag team run, Raw tag team title run. I felt kind of tired of the New Day. It's like, oh boy, here we go again. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing this week? Oh, they're silly. I don't like those hips wiggling. That's weird. Kofi's are fine. Big E's make me a little nervous. Xavier's, I know where they've been.
Aw.
Not all. He's fine with this.
Yeah, he is.
He's more famous. Well done. He raised his profile. You think up, down, down's losing subscribers? Fox, no.
Of course not.
No. But you don't bring him out right away. You let him rest a little bit. Not just physically, but as characters.
Yeah.
And that video package has me hyped for them. I'm excited when they come back now.
Well, and it goes back to like things that we used to say on YWS all the time. Just give these characters a little bit of a break. That's the one thing, the one knock on professional wrestling has always been these characters are just
Hey, who's hot?
constantly in
All
your
the
face.
time.
And
And Braun? Granted, Braun. Braun's having to carry the Roman match by himself right now because keeping Roman off TV.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool with this.
I mean, when he comes back and he's like, I got respect for the Undertaker and
I was so
he has
mad.
odds to overcome. And
I was okay. Look, Roman comes back from WrestleMania. Fantastic 5-word promo, 15 minutes.
beautiful.
It was well done, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't
for
need
the
to be a
wrong
bad guy.
reasons is the
He
problem.
can be an asshole.
The problem is that it was for the wrong reasons. It wasn't because they were steering into the skid. It was because the fans took over.
It was
It's all they could do.
for lack of a better term, it was raw. It was natural.
Yeah.
It was natural. Go with it. Let it. I'm not saying go with it. Let it happen. You take that energy and use it. Don't fight it, or you end up with a losing battle. Because it'll overcome you every time.
And they won there. They won. They won.
Fantastic. And then, like the next week,
Respect. And
and my immediate thought is, I wish someone would just throw his ass over a table, and then knock down the poles, which are in every backstage brawl,
ting, ting.
and then let. And then we need that sound. That sound maybe I'm gonna stand up and walk off screen. He's gonna ding 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 ding. Oh, it's a backstage brawl. Oh nah. But yeah, and then he's off TV. Fine. But the fact that they teased that he's gonna have the odds to overcome, I hope he's still broken and he can't appear this Sunday.
What if he started to come out and started going, magnificent?
I love green beans. Oh God. Oh Justin.
That'd be terrible.
I'm gonna put my head down. Hold on. It's gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet for.
You all right?
No. Broken Roman could happen. They're putting the Shield together. Hey, we got these indie dudes are amazing. This is, Ambrose and Rollins and who else could put Reigns in there? Shit. Okay. He was fine then. It was fine then, but it was still.
Yeah.
It was still indie. Oh, that guy. All right, cool.
Well, when you watch NXT from that time, like Roman comes in as a bad guy,
Bad guy.
and it's kind of awesome.
He's capable of it, right?
Yeah.
How was it? Because you're going back to the old NXT. I know we're a little all over the place today, but I like an organic conversation every once in a while.
Yeah.
And this is a good time for it. We don't have anything. We don't
By
have
the
to
way,
build
firstly,
to.
I've finished all of 2012, like all of it.
See, now you haven't done that with Nitro, have you?
No,
Because there was no Nitro in 2012. Mm-hmm. I'm good.
I did get back to 98.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Justin.
I'm at a pay-per-view, so that's where
Excited
I
for
gotta,
this?
I gotta get excited to watch the pay-per-view somehow.
Tell
Anyways,
me when it's a pay-per-view. Let me know what it's going to be and hit
Great
me
American
up
Bash 98.
and I'll not
Watch with me?
No fucking way. But let me know you're doing it.
okay.
I'll spoil it for you. I'll spoil you 19 years later.
Oh.
19.
I'll tell you this. I just watched the Nitro where Goldberg won the championship.
Ah, okay.
So he's got both championships, the U.S. and the World Heavyweight, which means at the Great American Bash, there will be no World Heavyweight Championship match because he's got to defend the U.S. Championship. I think it's against, let's see, Kevin Green is wrestling Big Show, or
Paul
Giant.
White.
Yeah. And, Goldberg's wrestling Hennig
Okay.
for the U.S. Championship. And it's Rodman and Hogan versus
Oh, DDP
and Karl Malone.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where I am.
Who tagged with Jay Leno?
DDP. That happens next month.
Fuck.
Can't wait.
Couldn't get Malone back for another week?
Nope.
For another month?
Nope.
Busy?
That
Does he
one's
have a game?
Hogan and Bischoff versus Jay Leno and DDP. And then just after that is Warrior and Hogan. So I'm in for the shits.
Oh, boy.
I'm going into the doldrums.
Oh, boy.
Can't wait. So back to good programming. 2012 NXT.
We'll have to talk about Hogan in a minute.
So
2012 NXT.
Seth Rollins is was, because at this point Big E has finally won it, and I'd never seen that before. Big E won the NXT
Oh,
championship.
Big E was good back then. It'd be great to see him with a character in that style.
You know what?
Hard hitting.
I like the hard hitting, like the wrestling is what I liked about that. But like, I like this Big E infinitely better because there's personality.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But if you
I think there's a way to mix the two.
exactly, that would be exciting.
And yeah, and you can tell the company has had always big plans for Big E. And again, like back then, like with the 5 count and like the powder and the
It's good.
like he was. I mean, he's a freak, man.
Hey, is 3 enough?
No,
Huh?
I need 5, which wasn't even his theme then. Like, I'm a soldier. That's his
Was
theme in
he?
NXT.
I don't think he was.
No. But
I'm a ice cream.
So it's been nice watching his rise, and then you show Seth Rollins initially like pretty much ultimate babyface, feuding with Jinder Mahal of all people, which
Sweet.
we'll talk about next hour, I guess. And you know he's got a couple matches here and there, like he wrestles Graves at one point for the NXT Championship. Yeah, like it's neat seeing Graves wrestle.
Oh God.
I forgot, like the move ended up being called the Lucky 13, his finish, which is kind of like a cross between, if you can picture it, a cross between the sharpshooter and the figure 4. It's like a leg lock, kind of like an Indian death lock. Again, modified a little bit, but I loved his
That's fine.
finisher.
It's fine.
Anyway,
I wouldn't picture Graves as a submission guy.
oh yeah, dude, yeah, he was a technician.
Did his match style reflect that?
Yeah, he's a technician for sure.
Dig
Like,
it. So he was just
he's-
hit.
He was a
submission.
heel. He was definitely he was a bad guy.
That's name's
And
Graves.
I used to love his stay down.
It's great.
Uh,
Doesn't work so much now.
No. Well, he used to come in and like he would like actually at this point I think he was teaming with Dirty Johnny Curtis.
Love him.
Oh, Johnny Curtis actually teaming with Michael McGillicuddy on a couple occasions too, which is a really weird pairing. And you can see Curtis becoming Fandango.
I love Dirty Johnny.
Like, because he's not obviously doing like the dancing, but like he's doing like a lot of the gyrating and the rubbing and
Well, he's just a freaking creep.
yeah, he's a creep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think once it was like one thing is like, why do you have chloroform? Why wouldn't I? Of course not. Go ahead. Oh, it's like all flooding back now. It's great.
At some point, like, midway through the year, Roman Reigns shows up and he has a match, and just some of the moves.
I don't remember his attire then. What was he wearing? What kind of chest protector? What color was
None.
it? What color were the giant R's on his chest?
He was just wearing tights.
Really? Was he a tights dude?
Yeah.
Not
Just
like the weird
trunks,
boxer
rather. Yeah, the
like
trunks.
little itty bitty trunkies? Aw.
Not even tights, just trunks.
So he looked okay with trunks, right?
Yeah.
Why can't we see some? I don't know why. I'm like yelling.
You want to see him in his
I want to see him. I want to see man.
You want to see him in his undies?
Take those clothes off.
My worst thing is
There's no
why
defense.
can't he lose the chest protector?
It would because that's what they're trying to sell. Like Cena just ate up all the armbands and hats and necklaces and towels and stuff. And
can't he,
all we got for you is we've got a pair of bib overalls with a piece of shit on it. No, okay, no. Enzo took those. So I don't know. We got some catcher's gear. Do you want the mitt? No.
Can't he just take it off when he gets to the ring, though?
I say we put more shit on him.
Okay.
Give him a mask. Kane ain't using it. He's going to be a mayor. Mayor Kane. Put a mask on him. Maybe some arm protectors. You get those. Go into deep storage. We get those Max Moon flare launchers.
Max Reigns.
I don't. The less we get, I like Roman Moon.
Roman Moon.
Roman Moon. It sounds like a preacher. The Reverend Roman Moon.
So he shows up, and he has a match, and it's obviously a squash. He just, again, they're pushing him as the thoroughbred. He's, the next big thing, essentially.
fine.
Yeah, again, fine. This guy's got a bright future. The one weird thing, like after he'd win his matches, he would sign. Because he's cashing the check, I guess. Sign, I don't know.
Oh, that was his thing?
Yeah. Reigns? But I did like, because at this point, they moved Saxton off the announce table and made him the ring announcer. And so Reigns at one point wins the match, which, by the way, he used to have like this Uranagi type finish. Like,
Okay.
Why doesn't he do that?
That would be great. Even if you just mix it in the match moves, man.
Yeah.
Because all of his stuff feels like, it does not feel like power. I don't feel any power behind. That sounds silly. Just me, a doughy old man, saying this. But I don't feel power. He would fold me in half.
Well, I mean, I feel like we go around in circles with the finish being one of the biggest problems with Roman Reigns matches.
Awful.
Because it's always the spear. Or
Spear. I never liked a spear. Even when it looks good, I'm like,
I don't. Occasionally, a good spear is nice, but it's not. It shouldn't be putting people away.
no.
It shouldn't be winning matches.
No.
And much less the Superman punch. Again, it's fine like as a spot in the match.
Right.
But it's rare that it's like, oh man, yeah, that should totally win the match. It is rare. Like a handful of times I've seen one. Yep, that should do it. It's rare. I can't think of any right now, but I know it's happened.
No, I'm trying to compare it to like, because that gets into his finishing sequence, right? But he uses it elsewhere as well. I wish he would I wish he'd protect it a little more.
Yeah, stop using it so many times.
Well, use it if you're like leading into a finishing sequence. You think of Cena. If Cena's the Cena literally was the prototype.
Yep.
I just want to see some hair on him. I'd like some on me too, but that's beside the point. Oh god, he's gonna do movies. He's gonna have hair in movies. It's gonna be sweet. Looking forward to Fro Cena. The 5-knuckle shuffle.
Right.
It's silly, right? It's a silly thing. Why? My God, that's crazy. It's part of the 5 moves of Doom, which
Right.
got labeled the 5 moves of Doom because here are those 5 moves. Here's Doom, and you're done, right?
Yeah.
It leads into it's a sequence. The shoulder tackle, the weird sit up thingy, the 5-knuckle shuffle, attitude adjustment. You're out. Done. Yes. If the Superman punch was built into his program, into Reigns' program like that, I'd be a lot more okay with it. But it feels like he's bringing it out all the time. Now he's got some stuff. The drive-by thing,
Yeah.
love
I like
the
drive-by.
use of that. That's fantastic. Again, it feels like more of a striker type thing instead of a power move. So it's still. It feels like it's not what I want the character to be.
Well, yeah.
What I want is regardless, by the way. But It's like it's so close. He could be so much better.
Well, he also had that crucifix powerbomb that he was using
was so
for a little while.
good.
I don't know where that went. Well, I mean, I guess they put him in the program.
They gave it
with
to
Braun.
Mordecai, and then he went away and became a vampire.
So
Sorry.
I don't know, a good 3 or 4 weeks go by
Mm-hmm.
of Roman just kind of beating people up and Roman harassing Byron into making sure, no, you're not doing it right. Like after the match, nah, man, you're not do it again.
He's schooling him?
Yeah,
I like this.
yeah. Well, again, like he's capable of being a bad guy.
Even back then, he had a decent ring presence.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, and again, like
Not a
he,
ring presence, but,
he
like, personality.
looks the part.
Yeah.
He looks the part, and he has good matches.
Do you think this is the reason why they keep the chest protector on him? To try to make him look a little smaller? To bring him down a little
Odds
bit?
to overcome?
To humanize him? I
Look,
mean, not that
he's
he's even-
smaller. Odds to overcome.
Yeah.
He's the underdog. Maybe.
I'm still trying to figure, because it's got to be merch, but do you ever see a kid walking around with a chest protector?
No.
Yes, they're called catchers. I don't hang around Little League parks anymore. They asked me to stop. Well, I would challenge them to games. 1-on-9 games of T-ball. I rock
So
ass at T-ball now.
At some point, they switch it over and they start showing the shield.
You really should bowl over that one. Thank you. I had nowhere to go with that.
Yeah, like around October or so, they start showing the shield because that's when they showed up on WWE. But initially, Seth's still a babyface. He's finishing off the feud with Jinder, and then he wrestles Corey Graves once as the babyface, and then the next week it's Corey Graves versus Seth, but the Shield is there.
Ooh.
And so like they jump in and jump Graves, and Regal comes out and he's like, yeah, okay, so cool, you did this, but next week you're wrestling Biggie Langston for the NXT Championship. And that's pretty much how they close out 2012. And then the very first week, Biggie wins the NXT Championship.
That was his first week there?
Well, it's his first week. It's the first week of 2013.
Oh, okay.
So he had, I mean,
It's like,
he had
oh,
been
he was-
around
they built him
most
a little
of 20.
bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'd been around most of, like, again, like he showed up and he just started squashing people and then started doing the 5 count. The 5 count, people started chanting 5, 5, 5. And like he would just big ending,
Here we are.
slap the mat.
Here we are 4 years later. 10.
Yeah, really.
So I'm just saying, if anyone wants to jump on that, about 4 years from now,
15.
that's a good idea. Oh, I'm stupid.
I'm trying to think of like some of the other standouts of that time. I mean, you know, it's
How much potential do you think Graves had? Did Graves have like that magnetic personality? Because his personality is just oozing awesome right now, and I love him for that. But he also knows to what place he has, and he stays in it very well. Does as much as he can within this frame without overshadowing people.
I think he would have been a step above like what they have out of like Tyler Breeze and Dillinger and stuff.
Okay. Could he have gone into like where the Miz is? Well, the Miz is an anomaly at the moment. He's worked himself into something amazing,
Yeah.
which is going to be squandered completely.
I think it's possible he had the potential. I loved the look.
Very much.
I loved the ring work.
Why'd I make a yummy noise? What's wrong with me?
The problem is like it's hard to tell because he got nipped. You know, like it happened so you didn't get a lot of Corey Graves before
Yeah,
he got hurt, and then
that
he was gone.
stinks.
Like there was another guy around that time who I thought had massive potential, who I just completely glossed over because okay, so here's what happened in 2012 with NXT when it rebrands to basically what it is today.
Did you ever see? Sorry, this is one before we get off of Seth Rollins. Did he ever do the belt thing where he swings?
Oh yeah,
around? So
when he
good.
first won it,
Ridiculous
where the
energy.
belt, and then around the neck and
Sorry, okay.
onto the shoulder.
2012 NXT roster. Go ahead.
So when that first happened, they announced the Gold Rush tournament like a month in, maybe 3 weeks in.
Yep.
And when that came out, I found the episodes on YouTube to watch. And then like in that same time frame, I remember Bray Wyatt's promos leaking. Like I remember catching those. I was like, oh my God, that guy's going to be awesome. So like Actually, if I'm being honest, it was the Bray Wyatt, the promos, the vignettes that made me seek out NXT. Mm-hmm. I saw these and I was like, he's doing that there? I need to watch this.
Yeah, because you don't think that's a place for that big of a colorful play. That's more than making the most of the landscape that you have.
Well, I thought NXT
was above and
was just gone because obviously NXT used to be like the game show. It used to be that garbage game show where it was like, the winner's going to get a contract. Yay.
God.
We're going to run around the ring. And
Hey, everybody, it's Maven.
well, I mean, that's tough enough. But yeah, essentially the same thing.
Same deal.
Same thing, essentially.
This is my favorite Tough Enough moment. Do you have a favorite Tough Enough moment?
No,
I
because
do.
I didn't watch it.
I do.
Okay.
When the boogeyman was out there trying to get on there, but he wasn't a boogeyman, he was just an old man.
Oh.
And they asked him how old he was. He's 30. 30. 30. No, come on, man. How old are you? 30. 30. You're not 30. We have your... How old are you? 30. 30. How old are you? 40. It made me so happy. It made me sad, and I'm so glad he had more to do after that. Oh, you just cut my mic? That's fine. I don't care. Whatever, man.
I'm just trying to make sure that this isn't going to come back on. See? I'm smart.
You're very smart. Oh, dear God. But yeah, man, NXT has always been fun because I love... It's something you haven't been able to do with a lot of people, and it's something that's finally coming around now. People that are at the top of the card now, you can go back and watch them come up. Watch them be different people, and it's not frowned upon. It's not discouraged. It's not something you hide away. It's not something you're done here. You're sent to a different territory. It's this is the history of this person's progression, not the character. You have two different characters, same person. You can watch that progression from one to another and see where one concluded and it picks back up and another one ends. You could see Johnny Curtis, and then you could see Fandango come out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, like literally.
It's great.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Ah.
again, if you watch it, it doesn't appear as far as out of nowhere as you would think.
You can see those seeds.
You can see the seeds.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I miss Hawaiian shirt Bray Wyatt. I miss the oh God, who was he? The Waylon Jennings promos.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Well, again, like I watched
When he would just storytell.
both Harper and Rowan join the Wyatt family. And they're just now, like
Now,
at the
was
beginning
that-
of 2013, they're just now becoming a menace to NXT.
Now so you're watching through 2012. Harper and Rowan. Were they anybody before they joined in, or was it just all of a sudden, who's this monster?
It was Bray Wyatt would come out. He's supposed to wrestle a match,
Right?
and he goes,
Nah.
basically, nah, man, I'm not. And then Harper comes out. They don't know who he is, and he wrestles the match.
That's a big introduction.
yeah.
Harper was amazing before. I say this every week. Sorry.
I mean,
Is it the same deal with Roman?
Rowan. Same deal with Rowan. A couple weeks later, and now suddenly they haven't appeared yet as a unit, but they're the Wyatt family. They officially call them that, and
They're just lining up the monsters backstage for Wyatt to send out.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
I'm not gonna fight you, Nathan Jones.
But again, like so
Sean Stasiak, everybody.
that's what brought me to
It's
the
meat.
table, and so like I sought it out on YouTube, and then like
Yeah, I remember you were going through them before they were available.
So mid 2012, they stopped being on YouTube, and in that I missed a cat named Branson. I think was what he was going by.
Missouri?
No.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find him. Like this dude was like a couple years too soon.
Branson. NXT.
He ended up getting hurt, which is why he disappeared.
Bronson?
Bronson, that's him.
Really?
Yep.
Do.
Bronson Matthews. Yep. But he just went by Bronson. Yeah, that's him. Like that big, mean, ugly looking mug.
Looks like me.
He was a fighter. And I mean, he came out and he basically brawled. And
It looks like a big ass Carl Anderson. I like it.
just to think, like, if he could have,
I like the entrance, the thumbs down.
yeah, and that was it. Like, there was nothing flashy about him.
Is he Revival before there was Revival?
A little,
No flips, F you.
again, like he's part Revival, part everything that's happening now, like Strong Style. Like if he showed up now, he would be huge. But unfortunately, dude's I think hurt.
He really
Like,
looks like a perfect cross between Bubba Ray Dudley and Carl Anderson.
Yeah. And again, It's exciting watching him beat
Ooh,
people up.
Looks like he had some MMA stuff too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where it came from.
That's not him.
Yeah, well,
It's Bailey. Hold on.
I've been
She's
ignoring.
clothed. She's clothed.
I know. I've just been ignoring comments.
Hmm?
That's
Well,
all
I've
I'm
been
saying.
sending him pictures.
Oh, jeez, you're the worst. But that's one cat that I feel like could have been huge had he not gotten hurt.
All those things. It's so crazy because we're gonna. Like I said, that brings up that debate of. I don't think Shibata had an injury before going into that.
Right.
I mean, he's probably banged up constantly because all those guys are. Their tour schedules are ridiculous. I mean, I think that's part of the big one of the big moves why they were able to big move why they were able to get AJ and Nakamura and the club and even before that Balor on over. It's like, hey man, we're not going to totally kill you, and if you're hurting a little bit, we're not going to be mean to you for it. It's gonna be okay. But I wonder how many of those guys, like if they were in a New Japan format, would have still been push beyond injury, back soon, get back in here and burn out.
Yeah.
And injured forever.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, and not just NXT, WWE in general just seems to be, again, Daniel Bryan is the main one we see. You see Daniel Bryan's career cut short. You see Corey Graves' career cut short. Brian Saxton was Byron Sax. He was
on that garbage NXT, the shit
Yeah.
version of NXT.
And we've gotten amazing stuff from them since then. But what could they have done in ring as well?
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen Corey Graves.
Graves and Bryan, sure. I don't think Byron was ever anything.
Yeah.
I don't think he was ever. I don't even know if he got hurt. I think they just said, "Dude, yeah, the wrestling thing, not you." Just like Josh Matthews.
They just keep coming in the ring. How's that knee? Is it okay? How you doing? How's your
Yeah.
neck? They're fine. They're fine.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Shit. The second he says it's hurting a little bit.
Oh, he's injured. Yay.
So drop him on his head. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, Byron. His name Brian. I think get his name wrong.
It's funny. Is like he was lead at this point in NXT, he's lead commentator.
How
He's
was he in
play-by-play? Not good.
Well,
Not bad. Just not good.
has it been an amazing improvement since then?
No, I mean he's the same guy. It's just now he's doing color, which he's better at.
He's got some stuff to play with too.
Yeah. So yeah, it is what it is.
Aw.
Are we right up against it? Just about.
Ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen, probably just a couple of dudes. Hey, Justin's got to pee.
Well, I mean that usually happens around the hour mark.
His leg is going nuts. I wish I could put a camera on it, but not in peeing. His leg is just going crazy. He's got to go really bad. So we're gonna just talk a little slower and have an in-depth conversation about. Can't think of anything. You can go pee.
Well, I mean we're gonna come back and we'll talk about SmackDown Live because it was so good this week.
I've got a title card for going into this.
We'll wrap up some NXT. What happened. Where they're going on NXT again.
You'll have to school me on that, man.
Raw is number 3.
Word.
Like way number 3.
So I go and just bowl right into it and lead with it. Good job, Nathan.
All right, so let's see.
Maybe formatting's important, dickhead.
I guess we're going to do this song because it's about 4 minutes long. So
What you got?
makes sense. Make way for the Hurt Kid, Padfoot. We'll be right back. It's #Wrestlepals. Only on our station, Radio Free Radio, RadioFradio.com.
You okay?
I'm fine. It's just that life is pointless and nothing matters, and I'm always tired. Also, I can't sleep. I'm overeating. I'm all
Hello, I'm Katie. You may remember me from such hit Radio Free Radio programs as Kanye Deprogrammed and Outkast Deprogrammed. What would you do if Chad moved and didn't go to this school anymore? Do you daydream of Chad holding you and kissing you? Do you like Tupac? Do you really think he's dead? If you can relate to Love and Hip Hop Teen White Privilege Richmond Edition, then join us at Angst Friday, May 5th at 1701 Baltic Avenue in the Virginia Beach Vibe District. We'll see you there. Hi, this is Katie. You've heard me on Deprogrammed.
Hey, and this is Sarah from Popped.
Sarah, how many boyfriends do you think I had my junior year of high school?
1.
Oh, God bless. If you want to hear exactly how many junior year boyfriends I had and how they all broke my heart or I broke their heart, then where should folks come to?
Go to Angst. Embrace that teenage embarrassment. 1701 Baltic Avenue in Virginia Beach in the Vibe District.
Because nothing says Cinco de Mayo like thinking about your teenage angst.
We'll see you at 6 p.m. and you will need a margarita. Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
See you there. Hey guys, it's Sarah from Popped, and I'm going to read you the first half of a poem that I wrote in 9th grade. It goes a little something like, I don't know if you forgot or what, but you never ever call. I'd sit there staring all night at the dumb phone on the wall, or in my room, sitting there with the cordless every night. Darn it, James, if you don't call, I'm going to shoot you in the head. To hear that and other 9th grade angst, join us at Angst. That'll be May 5th, 6 p.m. at 1701 Baltic Avenue in the Vibe District. See you there.
Think this is over? Or we're just getting started, baby? Because I stay high!
It's time for hashtag Wrestlepals Hour 2.
Drink it in, man.
And my favorite part is...
Your mic wasn't on?
No, I'm not gonna... No, I knew exactly what you did. It's like, nah, I'm posing. You ain't talking over this. You ain't gonna ruin this. Everyone needs to drink it in!
Man. Man.
I'm a man! You heard it! No takesy backsies. Even though by saying that, I'm pretty sure I'm not a man anymore. At best, I'm a little boy. What are we doing? Hashtag Wrestlepal Justin. Hashtag Wrestlepal Nate. Oh, hey. Watch this seamless. Hey, if you dig us, dig what we're doing, I'm going to throw a mid-show here. Consider going over patreon.com/radio. I'm going to announcer voice. Let me stop right in the middle of the address.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/radio free radio. Through your support, we can do, I don't know, things. I can give the wife back her money so she won't track me down to the studio and shake me down for food and or cash. I offered her a Coke. She said, fuck you.
Nah, man.
She's right. Though she may be open to the idea of road trips. So, hey.
Because there was supposed to be one this weekend. If you listen to GMYD, then you know that's not happening.
I hate listening to you.
Because of thing.
Dude, because my house is still trying to stay a house, and it costs a lot of money to keep a house, apparently.
Things happen, man.
It does.
But
every goddamn week.
I don't know, man. Like, there's a miniature one that we could take that's much closer and could be done in a day. That could still be a family thing if we if need be.
You know what? You're smart and you're good about that. You know how to like incorporate family. Meanwhile, I just like I'm abandoning you. Bye. And that seems to be my problem.
Yeah.
If I incorporated them more and brought them around, and she just showed up at we had a mid-show break there, and all of a sudden the wife kicks in the door, does a promo, runs around, gave Justin a stunner. It was a weak one though. You know, she knows how to make sure she doesn't hurt you.
It was
nice.
mostly for show.
Yeah, it's a hell of a show.
Yeah.
She kicked me in the gut.
Yeah. I thought she was going to get you. That's how she got me. Is she kicked you in the gut. So I was like, hey, I'm safe.
Nope. Nobody's safe. DTA and also other letters that mean things.
Did you ever finish the Patreon sale?
Patreon.com/RadioFreeRadio. $1 lets us do things.
We're trying to make the big push to get into a space. That would be, I think that's the goal of 2017.
Oh, word up.
Get into the space before the end of the year. It'd be nice to not be in here come summer.
Yes.
I don't know how, that's quick turnaround, I understand. But it gets hot in here. It gets really hot in here.
Yeah.
When it gets cold, you can put clothes on.
Why?
When it gets hot, there's only but so much clothes you can take off and not get booted off of YouTube.
Oh.
So, I mean, when we do the cam girl thing, that's one thing.
We're going to make a mess.
We're not sandwiches.
Cheese sauce. Who knew?
So, like, I was taking notes here on SmackDown.
Oh, because you are
I
watching the SmackDown.
I try to do that with any wrestling I watch, even if it's like old stuff. Like, just put some notes in, like some bullet points.
Oh, I love it when it pops up because it's every time you drop a note into the Slack channel, man. It's every one of them a conversation starter.
So, firstly, holy shit!
Okay, hold on.
SmackDown was amazing,
isn't it though?
Like, this week was incredible.
I made sure during the break here to grab that list of who went over to SmackDown.
And how many of them are you not excited for?
I'm excited for literally every single one of them.
Except for Sin Cara.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if there's anything to do with Sin Cara. I'm sure they'll find something for him. I don't know if there's anything to do with Sin Cara that can make him exciting.
They'll bring back the lighting.
The mood lighting.
You know what? I kind of weirdly dug the... Okay. The Sin Cara Azul, Sin Cara Negro.
The feud?
Yeah, I kind of dug the... I love a good mirror match. And I know y'all crapped on the Undertaker on versus Undertaker match. I don't care. Hey, so technically, didn't he lose in Mania?
Yes.
Then all right. Streak ain't shit, man. You don't know which one won.
Well, no, Undertaker happened at SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm stupid. Shit.
All right, so again, we touched on Charlotte Flair. Her, they've done great with her. She is a top-notch talent. At one point, she was the main event of Raw. She was the MVP of Raw. She was the reason to watch. At one point, it lasted a good couple months, but she was the reason. So, how do you bring her over? Not overshadow the rest of the division, but still treat her like she's a real big effing deal. I don't know. You just give her a big entrance the first week, make her come out and make demands the second week. Beautiful. Yeah, I like it.
I got to make sure to put your... You always write... I never put the camera on the whiteboard. You always put a whiteboard that's going to be our message for the week. And it's a little mantra. We're going to have to do this promo. I shouldn't even say it on the air. That's how good this... Remember the old, I'm a Mac. I'm a PC.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do this with Raw and SmackDown.
I think so.
Do you want to be Raw or do you want to be SmackDown? You want to be super excited or do you want to be an a-hole?
Which am I better at? I guess you're better at being excited, yeah?
I don't know. I can be an a-hole.
Okay, you be the a-hole.
I don't want to be an a-hole. I'm almost an a-hole. I'd like to go against character a little bit.
I swear, I just asked you which one you wanted to do, and I was like, okay, well, you do this one. You're like, no!
Have I ever made anything easy? Am I going to start now?
Okay, fine.
Nah, man, nah. But yes, you wrote on and this sign kicked off that idea in the head. Here's as Raw and SmackDown is just people.
Yeah.
Raw. I'll be Raw for this one.
Okay.
We're gonna give you Jinder Mahal.
Fucking great,
What?
dude.
All right. Well, all right. Fine. We'll show you. We're gonna give you the Shining Stars.
Sweet. I can't wait. Bring them on.
What? Man, you know who hasn't done anything over here with me and Raw? That Sami Zayn guy.
All right, we'll figure it out. Bring him on over.
Tamina?
We'll figure out something. Yeah.
Aw, you can't sell the excitement of it so much. That's fine. I don't care. I love Tamina.
I mean, again, she's already done more on SmackDown.
And she's age appropriate. Alexa Bliss is too young now. I'm never going to be able to look at her. And she's like, oh, what
her mom is our age.
Age appropriate. What does that have to do with anything? This is weird. Me and you are the only two guys that watch women's wrestling and are like, wow, these are great competitors. Yeah. Meanwhile, everyone else is like, oh, yeah, I could see her butthole. No, man, come on. It's fantastic, and you can't.
Yeah, stop that.
Stop it, man. How about enjoy the show? Let them be cartoon characters. Do you fantasize over a cartoon? Yeah, you do. You do. We've seen this. Well, I've seen this. Justin's a responsible family man. Nathan, not so much. Family tracking me down at the studio. Shaking me down for cash. She right. But yes, Raw has been the land of making misfit toys.
Yes.
And SmackDown, make them okay again.
Make them okay again.
Not okay. Make them great.
Yeah, to borrow a phrase.
Oh, God. So we went into... Okay, you talked to Charlotte, and they gave Charlotte an unceremonious send-off on Raw.
Right.
Beat her, get the hell out of here. Raw trying to get their people up and over by smashing them down and kicking their ass over to SmackDown.
Right.
Okay, cool, get it. That's fine. Because there's a major differentiation between Raw and SmackDown. Mm-hmm. The two shows feel very different.
Very, very different.
Thank you, LED boards and LED ring posts. Adds a lot to it. Mm-hmm. It's great visually for a change. It's way better than just, hey, we're changing the ring apron.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Charlotte comes on over, and yeah, man, she makes a just impact right away.
And again, like, so the first week, you know, they just the fake out with Tamina, and then, you know, you bring in Charlotte right after that. Now, the next week, Charlotte kicks off the show. And the first thing you hear is her music.
Yes.
And she comes out with a microphone and goes, what the hell, what's taking so long? Why do I not have a championship match yet?
That's fun.
That is beautiful.
Yes.
What the hell is taking so long? It's her second week there. She's been there 7 days.
That's a fun play, man. And that's not having to get over, she didn't have to come in and squash the top of the card.
She didn't have to squash any of the division.
She used one of her tools that she has become fantastic at using, the microphone, and elevated not just herself, anybody she steps in the ring with.
So, like, here it is, like it's what she's earned, you know, from being over on Raw. And again, she was top of the card on Raw.
Yeah,
she was main event. She did
a hell of a sell, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, she was a reason to watch. So again, you have to figure out a way to bring her over, make her feel just as important,
right, without
crushing the rest of the division.
And that's what SmackDown does so well.
Beautiful. Because she didn't come out and just, you know, start talking garbage. She just, I'm great. I'm here. Give me what I deserve.
Oh,
beautiful.
Yeah. It's not even what I deserve. I'm here for
entitled.
Yes, entitled. Yeah. Perfect. And had that been the other way around, had the show's been reversed, the complete roster reversal, and this was Raw she was going to, the first thing she would have done is gone in there and beaten Naomi, and then it would have been 3 weeks till a title match at a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That's the difference between the booking. Now, what happens? What happens with Charlotte leading into this coming week?
So she says, she says her piece. Naomi comes out, says, "Nah, that's not how this works.
Fucking great.
That is, I'm the champion. You need to earn it.
I'm a fighting champion."
Yeah. Then so she gets in the ring, confrontation. Shane McMahon comes out. No, we can't. Look, Charlotte, you're great and all, but you need to earn your way.
Right.
You guys will have a match later tonight. And
if
boom.
you win that, you're number one contender. You asked for it, you came for it.
Yeah, fair.
And that leads into another storyline incorporating the rest of the division.
Yes.
Shane goes backstage. Who's waiting backstage for him? You got
pretty much everybody else.
You got Natalia. You got Carmella. You got Tamina. And we see in just, it's not a big feature for Tamina. This is more of a feature for Natalia.
Right.
Natalia's her character is becoming that one more match Christian.
Yes.
And I love that. That's smarmy, just, I should be number one.
Yes.
Guy.
Why am I not?
Well, you didn't ask.
Yeah.
And then that just frustrated. Well, I'm asking. No, you got to wait your turn now. Yeah. No, I've been foiled by process. That's great. That's amazing character development for her. Tamina's riding in on that as well. Of what the fuck? I'm second generation. I'm a badass.
Yeah.
I'm 37 years old. Age appropriate. Oh, God. I've got Nia Jax on Raw. I've got Tamina on SmackDown. This is beautiful.
Okay.
What have I got in NXT? Who's my
Asuka? Maybe. She's close.
She'll hurt me. Not in the ways I like.
Oh.
Nikki Cross, maybe.
I don't know.
Did me right? No, not too much yet. Let's let Kimberly establish a character, and we'll get back to her. She's appearing. That's all I care about so far. She's great and weird. I like her. Let's see. So you've got not just Charlotte coming in and injecting herself into the title picture. You've made Naomi look strong, like a goddamn champion, which is convenient because she's the goddamn champion.
Yeah.
And you've got the rest of the division going, "Hey man, what about us? All right, we're gonna have to make some waves once this stuff gets settled." The good thing we only have to wait 4 weeks for the. No, you don't.
Nope.
Because SmackDown knows where the hell they're going and gets there. So Charlotte ends up earning her number one contendership.
Right. And
she's going into tonight, because, and sorry for the timestamp. I know this one ends up being a little more podcasty than going into a title match tonight of Charlotte versus Naomi. And that can close out the night. That can close out the show. SmackDown has everybody so elevated equally and well that can be your show closer, and you're excited for it. You're ready to go in, watch this show, and you're going to get something delivered to you, and it's going to go somewhere after that.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful thing, because this is the off week. This is when we first talked brand split. My thing was like, oh, well, I guess Raw is getting out of the way, so SmackDown could shine going into their pay per view.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
I guess SmackDown's going to step back, so Raw can shine leading in their pay per view. Raw's going into pay per view. I don't give a. I'm cursing today. I don't give a care. I don't give a hoot.
I don't either.
And SmackDown, I'm excited for, and this is a week that should be leading into Paydown and Live It Up, whatever it's called. But I'm more excited for SmackDown going into this. It's all hail Ryan Ward.
All hail.
Like anybody who's struggling, I wish they would get goddamn Kurt Hawkins back. Kurt Hawkins just went to Raw.
Yeah.
He got beat up, squashed around, beat up by the Big Show.
They basically brought him over to put on main event.
Give him back. Give him back over. Because SmackDown would do something with them. Something fun with them. SmackDown. Making stuff good. That is a bad catchphrase. SmackDown.
It's the land of opportunity.
We got this.
It's the land of opportunity, and you hate, they say it a lot, but I mean, it really is. And no better example than where we're going next, because the next thing on the card is the Six Packs Challenge. Again, we talked about it last week, where we're like, who's likely to win? And technically speaking, story-wise, if you look at that photo, the people in the match, Luke Harper probably is the favorite going in.
Absolutely.
Which, number one, is awesome just on its own. Number two is insane to think of that he's finally arriving.
Oh, so good.
But you have Luke Harper.
And you have standard wrestling type stuff. It looks like you have 3 different one-on-one feuds going into this.
Right.
Because you've got Harper on one side and Rowan. So you figure, okay, they could come out of this a pair off. You've got Mojo and Mahal. And they had the stuff. There's a wild Gronk lurking about. Thank God for security.
Yeah.
So you figure they're going to pair off. And do you remember offhand who the other 2 were in the match? You had Ziggler and Zayn. Ziggler and Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
They could go off into something as well. And you look at this and thinking, all right, they probably won't go with Ziggler because Ziggler's been on the wins don't matter anymore.
I just want to hurt people. Looks like he's working into a program with Nakamura anyway.
And this is fine. He wants to go hurt Nakamura. He's the big I can't say big dog. That's copyright. And then all of a sudden, a guy in a chest protector shows up.
He's a big fish.
I think that's rude.
Big fist.
Okay, that's the old SmackDown song. They don't have it anymore.
Oh.
I was looking for it. We go to SmackDown. No big fist. That was very sad.
Oh well,
it's all right.
There's worse things that could happen, like watching Raw.
Or some dude could sit on your lap.
It wasn't too bad. It's only for a second.
That's all you needed.
Yeah,
it's great. So yeah, you go into that and you think, okay, so it looks like if I had to lay bets, it's either going to be Mojo coming off of the Andre win, or I could see them pushing Sami Zayn. Everybody's been saying for a while now, Sami Zayn's wasted on Raw. They're pushing him down. If he went over to SmackDown, that's the land of opportunity. He's going to thrive and is going to be amazing there.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn also, he's 0-2 since coming over to SmackDown.
Yeah.
And you know what? It hasn't hurt him.
It hasn't hurt him, and I'm not worried.
Nope.
Because I know that they know how to get him out of that. And I have faith in that. So
I'm going to pull that down. The angle bothers me. But yes, it made it to the screen this week.
Yay.
Yay. You're welcome.
So it boils down to Sami Zayn and Jinder Mahal, of all people.
Who?
Sami Zayn.
Oh, I know. I've heard his name before. Who's
Jinder Mahal. Don't hinder Jinder.
Jinder Mahal. Jinder, I don't know. Do we know that name?
Yeah, you do.
Is he?
You may know him as a guy who does this or this.
Or he does either this.
This. He does that. He definitely does that.
Okay, I need to duplicate. Because you know what? I made myself happy. It's time for me to make the folks happy.
You doing the thing with the thing?
Oh no, I've messed up everything.
What have you done?
I've erased Justin. I've done bad things.
What have you done?
Duplicate. Look at this. OBS technician on the fly, yo. Okay. And he could either do that or that. That or that. Look, it looks like he's doing one-arm pull-ups, Justin.
He's strong. He's big.
Down, up, down, up, down, up. That's enough of that. Somewhere Matt's just like, what's wrong with you?
What's the matter with you guys?
You
up,
like
down,
it. Shut up.
Down, up, down.
Hey, doing Jinder pull-ups. Jind-ups. That's what they're called.
So
the flexed arm Jinder. It's always flexing. Good Christ. Look at a man. He's a big dude. Okay.
So again, probably the last person you pick. Because again, he's kind of feuding with Mojo.
He literally would have been the last one I would have picked. Oh, no. Rowan would have been the last I picked. But 5 would have been Jinder. And then 4 would have been Ziggler.
Right.
2 would have been 3 would have been Mojo. 2 would have been Zayn. Or did I already say him? And I thought Luke Harper would have been the shoo-in.
Right.
Luke Harper had some amazing spots in that match, too. God damn, it was a good match.
Yes.
That was exciting because it had a fun build. Oh, it was... Oh! Everything. Story building into it, story coming out of it, and the match itself. 3 parts needed.
So...
Delivering.
So we have the exploder suplex into the corner.
Uh-huh.
Sami Zayn backs off. Looks like we're getting a haluva kick. Sami Zayn's going to win.
Oh, this is awesome.
You know, he gets back in the corner. Looks like he's getting ready to go.
Psyching himself up.
And then, suddenly somebody grabs his legs.
I don't know if you heard Talking Smack. There was nobody there. Jinder did this all on his own.
Which is beautiful. Yes.
Deny.
Deny. Somebody grabs his legs. Zayn can't get out of the corner, turns around to look, and then Jinder picks him up, does whatever Jinder does.
Come on, we got to get Jinder something.
We got to get him something.
He's got to put somebody away before the pay-per-view.
If we're gonna do this, then yeah, we need to know
I'm
things
ready
about
to
Jinder.
get on the Jinder train.
1, 2, 3. Holy shit! Jinder Mahal is the number 1 contender for the WWE Championship.
And the crowd breaks out in uproarious no, they didn't.
No, they booed the shit out of him.
Boo! It's like this poor man.
Why? He's a bad guy. He cheated.
I thought for sure this was going to be the oh wow, they're giving this dude a shot. Nope, right into the you guys are racist guys, kind of probably.
Now I do hate Americans blah blah blah. I don't like that.
But Jinder's been the bad guy. There was some, this is the proper term for it, fuckery afoot. There was some fuckery afoot, and I recognize it right away. It's the goddamn Bollywood boys.
Yes,
because I love the Bollywood boys in the cruiserweight tournament. Just because I got to go Gerv, 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 Gerv. I'm so excited to cheer for Gerv because they're the what I love in a tag team, man. The unified, they're brothers for Christ's sake. They're unified. They have something about them that's like makes them a team. So when they see them split up in the cruiserweight tournament, it's like, oh, they're filling it out with the Bollywood boys.
Right.
But hey, Bollywood boys are getting on. This is awesome.
They used
man.
them,
I hope they get used somewhere in the future.
They used them on 205 Live, and it didn't work. They've showed up occasionally on NXT. It worked a little bit, as much as you could.
You get
expect.
to be the enhancement tag match, man.
Yeah.
That's great. That's not a bad place to be.
No, it's not.
You're a team that looks like a team, and you go out there and you work as a team, and you make the other team look like they're a better team.
Now it looks like they're about to be something major, because here they are.
Hey, Justin, we got an India tour anytime soon?
I don't know.
I'm
Maybe.
thinking, yeah.
But they've now aligned themselves with the number 1 contender, Jinder Mahal. Now, again, Jinder beautifully denies on Talking Smack and says, nah, man, I did. What are you talking about? I did this all myself. I'm the new American Dream. What's your
American
deal?
Dream.
That's
Shane, not one to get shook by anything anymore. He's Mr. Cool all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
I never get to say that.
Ace, Mr. Cool.
Hey, I'm Shane. Look, Dad, I'm dancing. Look, Dad, I'm general managing. Whatever he's doing. And, yeah, even he came up after Jinder left. Was like, it's American Dream's Dusty Rhodes, by the way.
No, it's not.
But, yeah, dude. Okay, so we got to talk about Jinder's promo when he wins the one.
Right.
After he wins the number 1 contender.
So
Not the...
this is the worst part of the show.
eh.
Other than the booze, I love the booze. I love the initial booze because they were booing because he won.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Bad guy won via fuckery,
That's
raining
what you're
down the
supposed
booze.
to do. Yeah.
Not-
And they were hot booze, like loud booze.
Yes. You heard
Beautiful.
the crowd say, what the... What?
Yeah.
YTF is this happening?
And again, but this is the elevation of two people.
Yeah.
Jinder as a bad guy, Sami Zayn as a good guy that you want to see win.
Right.
Oh, look at that.
So
Simple,
mad.
but beautiful.
That's the thing. It's not hard what they're doing, is it?
No.
Simple storytelling. Having faith in it, what works, working.
And it not needing to, being able to tell that in the ring without relying on mic work.
Right.
Mic work is elevation, is next level of the storytelling.
Exactly. Giving depth.
Yes. So again, I'm not a huge fan of you stupid Americans. I'm an Indian guy. And I hate America.
Well, he's Canadian actually, but whatever, man. Don't let that get in the way of jingoism. Here we go. Have at it, baby.
Well, again, Yokozuna was like he's
Yokozuna's
Samoan.
like freaking. He's like from Hawaii, dude.
Yeah,
It's like I'm.
definitely not Japanese.
Man, he's from birth certificate, whatever.
So,
It's oh my god. So yes, Japanese. Still remember the Hulk Hogan just throwing out the J. It's, the big black eye. It's awful.
yeah,
Sorry.
gross.
Wait, was that WrestleMania?
Huh?
Was it? No, that was what,
It was WrestleMania.
9?
Yep.
Was it my favorite show? You like WrestleMania 9?
No, I hate it.
Oh my god. There's gonna be a day where I'm going to have to just do I love this I love this commentary of WrestleMania 9. This is the best thing you'll ever see. Bob Backlund versus Razor Ramon in a 34-second blowout. It's amazing.
Nope.
But yeah, Jinder goes for the promo. He says something about speaking 2 languages. Like, well, there's a guy that can do 5 over. Yeah. Oh, we heard this before, but more impressive. Okay, cool, man. And then just talking over the booze. I like that.
Yeah.
I will be heard. You won't hinder the Jinder anymore. If he would just work that way in there, Jinder unhindered. If somebody just on commentary would say Jinder unhindered, Jinder unhindered is an amazing thing. But we have time to see this happen. We're getting ready to go on the Jinder train.
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
Well,
great.
I mean, I imagine that next Tuesday we'll really start ramping it up because Orton will officially be done with Wyatt. Which, by the way,
God.
That's not a title match.
Whatever.
The House of Horrors. I mean, that's a good thing because that means the title's staying put.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it lets
The
you at
winner
least
lost
suspend a little disbelief.
Well,
going
and
into
I mean,
this.
now Wyatt can win his match. I mean, Orton can lose it and not lose the title.
And SmackDown will make the best of that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Orton's vulnerable now. This Jinder guy could really step up and take it.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to see in the ensuing before the pay-per-view, I'd love to see Jinder versus Zayn. Zayn looking for a little bit of retribution, and Jinder outsmarting him and winning him, and with a little bit of fuckery.
Yeah, and I mean,
Gerv! Love me some Gerv, baby.
Woo! Orton comes out. Hey, your voices, and he comes out, and he says, "Hey, yeah,
you're Jinder, right? Cool.
I
gotta go talk." I'm going to talk to a screen now, so if you could awkwardly back out of the ring, beat it!
Again, this was the worst part of the show.
Oh.
I feel like this is where SmackDown was dealt the bad hand because they take Bray Wyatt away, and so now Orton has to talk to screens. I mean, he was going to anyway, but like, it wouldn't be as awkward if he was still on the show, I guess. I don't know.
But yeah, you know what? This is Raw saying, hey, make us look good. And SmackDown going, all right, fuck it.
Yeah. Randy and Bray thing, cool, whatever. And so that's the end of the segment. But
like I said, I have faith that SmackDown, if Randy even loses, SmackDown's going to come out of it making it look better.
My point, my comment on the whole fucking Jinder. Yes.
So excited.
I'm super excited about this. That's awesome.
So, but even if they're not doing a in India tour, that was my first thought is shit. I guess they're going to India. But you have to look at market wise. Biggest market is U.S. Second biggest market UK. Third biggest market is India.
Right.
And they made a lot of hay by having the original Punjabi Playboy, the Great Khali. Great Khali couldn't do much for him.
Right.
But he could go be their face in India.
Yeah.
He could speak the language. He could be a draw for not just there, but like for eyes to come in. Oh wow, I'm getting sweaty.
It's the coffee.
The coffee is kicked in, dude. I'm like sweating behind my knees. It's weird.
Glad I'm wearing shorts.
Oh my god.
I'm smart. And I took my jacket off. Also smart.
It was cold and rainy. I got a jacket on. Not for long. But India is the third biggest market right now for the WWE. And hey, let's let SmackDown capitalize it. Now, SmackDown SmackDown was the more internationally flavored show back in the day. So it always felt like kind of the island of misfit toys of like, hey, we need to capitalize on those crazy Hispanics, and we're going to send all of our minorities over there. I'm Michael Hayes. I'm sorry. But that's what SmackDown always felt. And you know what? You throw an Eddie Guerrero over there, freaking amazing show. SmackDown has always been good for that. Now it's head and shoulders better. And even with these more worldly people, it's even better. It feels bigger now than the big man show over there on Raw. And it's freaking great. So they're tapping into that, and I wouldn't be surprised if, because after India, I think they're really trying to tap into the Japanese and the Chinese markets. Japan has got New Japan. It's what it is. But I wouldn't be surprised if they. Where's Ho Loon? I'm just saying.
You are on with the hashtag Wrestlepals.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about y'all?
Doing great. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Jarrett.
Jared!
Hey!
I've only seen you in
Hey.
print, sir. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm sorry I'm an a-hole. I feel the need to apologize whenever I say hi. Sorry.
It's all okay. It's all good, man.
What's
It's
up,
all
man?
good.
What's on your mind?
I'm gonna be honest. I completely disagree with y'all about SmackDown last week.
Really? I love this. Tell us about it.
I thought Charlotte's promo was horrible, and I completely disagree about Jinder.
Really?
Charlotte it felt a little stilted, but it was, yeah. There was a little bit of the, I gotta kick off the show? Shit. It's almost like they told her like 2 minutes beforehand. She eased into it, but yeah, it definitely started a little, hi.
I guess
Charlotte.
I like the angle of it.
Yes.
Well, her saying like, Shane, Daniel, what are you, what is it, montaging the Fast and Furious or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sitting here fastly getting furious. I was, I wanted to rip my eyeballs out.
Oh, it felt like a writer just handed her that on the way out.
Yeah.
Here, stuff that in your bra after you read it.
Yeah. And I completely disagree with Jinder because like he's only in the 8 months that he's been on WWE back in WWE. He's only won one match on TV.
Yeah,
that's Raw's fault.
And he in main event, he's on main event all the time. He doesn't even main event.
Well,
again, that's why this is a big. It's the big tire screech.
Well, the reason I like it so much is again, like we said at the beginning, Raw said, "Haha, we're going to give you Jinder," and SmackDown was like, "Fucking great, we'll do something with him." And they're trying to make a star out of somebody who's basically been shit on his entire time there.
It weirdly feels like a fresh start,
yeah,
man, which is crazy. And if you don't get the network is worth it just for talking smack.
Absolutely.
To see Jinder go on there with his big giant head and his flannel shirt, and then the colognes.
Yes.
Not the shining stars.
They're not the shining stars anymore.
It's like they gave him bullet points and they kept reading them off over and over again. But still, easing into it. The colognes, man.
Beautiful.
So you're not on the Jinder train yet, huh?
No, I'm not on the Jinder train yet. But maybe tonight will change my opinion. But right now, I think SmackDown. I didn't think it was that good last week.
So, like the rest of the show, you didn't like either, or was it specifically those 2 points?
It was average, but like the first 2 segments, that's what turned me off. Basically, I feel like.
So
like that just dragged down the rest of the show. Basically,
who would you like to see come out of the 6-pack challenge? If you're locked into those 6, who would you like to see going into a main event program with Orton?
Well.
It's Eric Rowan, right? I know.
I'm not a big fan of like babyface, but like if I had to pick, it would have to be probably Harper or Zayn. But if it had to be heel, I guess you had to go with Jinder.
He's the only one with any ability to get heat because
it could kind of go Ziggler, but I feel like Ziggler.
Yeah, but he's got Nakamura.
He's got Nakamura.
Yeah, he definitely benefits. Are we going to get that?
Fish.
Are they going to save that for the pay-per-view?
What, Ziggler Nakamura? I think so. I mean, obviously nothing announced yet, but
I think so too.
Yeah.
Be Nakamura's first WWE match. I hope.
Yeah, that's a whole another month away. I don't think they can hold out that long.
I mean, I guess the only other thing they could do is just put them in squashes because you've got to protect them till the pay-per-view.
I would have said give him Jinder, but I guess you can't do that now.
No, you can't give him Jinder.
Oh, Jinder. No love for the Bollywood boys? You get to yell Gurv at your TV. Gurv!
Okay.
Gurv.
Okay.
His mom and dad got together and said, this one's named Gurv. That one? Harv?
This one's Sherv. That was Scarv? I thought it was Sherv.
Oh, gee, I don't know. I only know Gurv.
I've always thought it was Shar for some reason.
Hold on, I gotta find the Bollywood boys.
Maybe I just like rhyming or something. Gurv and Sherv. That's what I always thought it was.
So, I mean, are you with us with Raw, though? Like, or is Raw becoming your show?
It's not becoming my show, but I thought it was better than SmackDown last week, but last night, it was probably a D, probably.
No.
last night.
D for dumpster.
I mean, it's got some stuff I like, but like SmackDown, September to December last year, SmackDown was like the program for me, and then like after the wild card show, it didn't completely drop, but it was slowly dropping a bit. While Raw is just a consistent mad.
Fair point. I mean, yeah, Raw has just basically been Raw. Like Raw just keeps doing what Raw does, and nothing really changes there. And they just change the players, which is what I've been saying for a while now. And so maybe that's why I'm just now dropping out.
So you're saying don't change the players, change the game?
Sure.
Somewhere Teddy Long is dancing.
Come on, player.
I'll stop dancing. Sorry.
Are you excited?
I didn't want to waste y'all's time because
never, man.
Rush to SmackDown a bit.
Well, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you calling in. You're welcome every week, man.
And we're never going to yell at you for disagreeing with us.
No, it's true.
We love hearing different viewpoints.
Well, it's a nice conversation. Other than just me and Nate, pretty much always agreeing on everything.
Yes, we're going to hang up with you and then yell at you. It's going to be great.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks for calling, Jarrett.
Thank you, sir.
No problem, man. See y'all.
Have a great day.
That show was great. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
I accidentally hung up a little too soon.
Oh, good.
I'm bad with the button.
I was waiting for the button to go so I can just yell like an idiot. Oh, it makes me happy.
Well, the next.
You know what? I'm glad to see somebody digging on Raw.
Yeah, well,
the big man shows somebody, baby.
Well, again, he said not necessarily digging, just
consistent.
Yeah, consistently bad.
I saw your face light up like Justin was ready to curse today. Consistently bullshit. Yeah, it's easy, Justin. Don't yell at him.
Well, I mean, that's what he said, though. He said it's consistently bad, but at least it's the same shit every week.
You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
I like not knowing what I'm getting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I think that's what it comes down to. The next bullet point was the colognes.
I got to pull up sexy pictures of Tamina, see if there are any.
Why would you do that mid-show? What's the matter with you?
Sexy Tamina.
Oh, Jesus. So the colognes are no longer the Shining Stars. They're the colognes. And they wrestled American Alpha this week. And not only did they wrestle American Alpha, they won. Talk about, again, resets. Mm-hmm. I think this is the biggest thing, because Jarrett mentioned, Jinder had done nothing in his 8 months.
Right.
8 months back. Number one, that's the biggest thing there that's Raw. Because he was over on Raw, and of course he did nothing, because they can't.
Through the whole... Was he part of the League of Nations?
No.
Should have been.
He tagged with Rusev.
Tagged with Rusev, that's what it was.
That was like the last thing he was doing over on Raw before Rusev got hurt.
God, that's rough, man.
But yeah, so...
I'm surprised they didn't send him out on a Shield, too. Not the Shield. Send him out on, like... It's... Never mind. Die on your way out.
Right.
There you go.
Well, I mean... He could, because he was essentially dead on arrival.
Yeah, but I mean, like, destroyed. Doesn't matter.
He was
Raw
persona non grata.
Raw thought that little of him. There's like, who? All right.
Yeah. Well, again, that's like, I don't know. I think that's why we're excited, is because he was essentially nobody, and again, land of opportunity. They bring him over. I was talking to #WrestlePal Joe. What?
I Google sexy Tamina. It gives me pictures of Layla.
Okay.
They're right.
Yeah. I loved me some Layla.
She's maybe the all-time favorite.
Yeah, well. Okay.
And then she started talking. It's like, is that British accent? Sorry. I was younger. I was a little more misguided.
Okay.
Wrestling was different back then.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a British accent, but okay.
Continue, sir. You were talking to WrestlePal...
WrestlePal Joe.
Ooh!
And he goes...
He's strong.
He says he feels like they have to pull the trigger on Jinder. He feels like Jinder has to win this.
It'd be so good.
There's a lot more ways to go, I feel like, with him rather than Orton.
It's a card full of face-type personalities, man.
Yeah.
Because who does Orton have if he... I get if they have Orton like I'll fight anyone at any... pay-per-view.
I just honestly like
it's fine, and they could go facey.
Honestly, I feel like the best Orton we've had has been from SummerSlam to WrestleMania Orton.
Yeah,
leading up to winning the championship.
It felt like he was having fun, man.
He doesn't need the championship. Like, that was just the end game. So he can drop the championship. You can put him in a program with whoever you need to elevate.
Whoever
really.
he wants to work with.
Yeah. And it can be like this big thing, and we can, hell, why not Corbin after he loses the championship?
That'd be so good. I mean, even if he were to retain, I think that'd be a direction to go.
Yeah.
Corbin Orton. Yeah, multi-pass. Sorry. My head goes a mile a minute. Sometimes I let some shit out. But yeah, I and that would be so friggin' great. I don't know why, man.
Elevation.
I hope it's
making a new star, and that was Joe's point. He's like, at this point, just legitimize him, make him a main eventer, because I think, again, to Jarrett's point, he's done nothing. Right. So at this point, he's getting this shot. If he makes good of the shot, and suddenly he's the WWE champion, suddenly he's a main event player, that feeling goes away. Mm-hmm. I mean, he still has to go a ways to prove that he's that. Right. He's the WWE champion. But I mean, that just going in the ring and winning against Orton is going to take it just that next step farther, legitimizing him. And I mean, that's at this point, that's what he needs. He needs legitimacy.
Well, you know what? We have how long before the next pay-per-view? Because we're having the Raw pay-per-view this week.
Right. And then it's
going to be
3 weeks after that?
It's going to be at least 2.
Backlash?
2, maybe 3 weeks.
Right.
Maybe even as many as 4. It's really weird. It's that weird time, like right after WrestleMania, where the hype is big, but the big shows don't feel so big. I don't know. It's very weird. So part of, and this may be a little bit to Jared's point as well, as far as Jinder not being super believable. He might be on some. We might be reacting a little bit just because surprise, and we're all very excited, and we haven't really explored him yet as a main eventer.
Yeah.
But I would love to see in the ensuing weeks him going with Zayn and going toe to toe, because he had that match with Balor.
Yeah.
Before leaving Raw, and look good.
Yeah.
He's able to go toe to toe, and he's
well, again,
he's got a look apparently.
Again, to this point, I've been watching 2012 NXT, and the first half of it is Jinder Mahal wrestling with Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
they're having great matches. He can be that guy, and I think maybe that's a little bit part of why I'm so excited too, because I've been watching him there, and it's like, oh, sweet. Like there's stuff that can happen from here.
You're getting to see baby Jinder. Now you're getting to see the man Jinder.
Yeah.
And the new American dream.
So, and again, you put him in there with a legitimate fan favorite like Zayn. Let him ride that heat a little bit longer. You've got somebody here. Let's see what he can do. There's ways to go. And again, I feel like there's more stories to tell with Jinder as the WWE champion than there are with Orton.
God, love it.
Because I feel like Orton versus Corbin results in Corbin losing. He doesn't have to,
right?
But I feel like it does. Maybe I'm wrong. Jinder Mahal just won the number one contendership.
And we have to see too what Orton wants to do as well. Because
AJ.
I got a feeling. Well, no, I mean just like as far as being full-time type dude. I think he's definitely earned a place, because Cena's out. Cena's gone right now. He's off Hollywood doing some stuff, and he's earned that right. He's done so much that he can go do that when he wants to.
Yeah.
And I feel like Orton's in that same kind of place a little bit, where it's like, I don't want to work like every day. Damn.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to step back a little bit. Maybe I want to be off for 2-3 weeks, do the live events, and then show up, and then we do something big and be special when I come around.
Well, again,
so I got a feeling like Orton can come out of this and then take a little time off, because he's had that major building up to the Bray thing, and then we're gonna have the Jinder thing, and that would be a great time for him to not progress into the Jinder storyline, but to back out of the way.
Yeah,
let Jinder shine, fly or flame out.
I mean, I trust SmackDown either way they go. I guess really, like, why elevate Jinder here if we're not pulling the trigger? But again, they've done that for God knows how many times with Bray.
Why all through the '80s build up the monsters to feed to Hogan?
Yeah,
because That was the thought back then. I got news for you. The dude with that thought is still hanging around.
Yeah. Okay, but here's the difference here. You alluded to this earlier. We're not necessarily brimming with bad guys over on SmackDown.
Right.
There's a tweener AJ, essentially tweener Corbin.
They're both faces. Everyone on SmackDown's a face. You go SmackDown, you're face to me.
There's only two people getting legitimate boos. Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
The face of America, Kevin Owens.
First of all, they're both Canadian. And one of them's going to be your WWE champion. One of them is your face of America. Cool. I'm glad the beard didn't come with them.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what program they put the beard in on Raw. I think the beard versus... Just name anyone on Raw, Nathan. Anyone on Raw. Anyone on Raw.
The Miz.
No. Oh, I want. That was. First of all, if I grew out a beard, it would be that Kevin Owens beard.
Yeah, like
it's an awful beard.
Yeah.
I'm so glad he grew it. And I'm so glad it's gone. It'll come back someday.
Eventually.
But if you just take that beard and put it on the Miz, all of a sudden you got Elias Sampson. Sorry. Excuse me.
So my next note is Kevin Owens, face of America. He comes out.
Tell me about this.
It's beautiful. He comes out, just his normal theme, and instead of like the flashing black and red KO, it's now his face in a suit on the Titantron and on the stage as well.
Big, giant face.
I love it.
It's so. I'm great.
Yes.
And you know what? He's right.
He comes out. He beats up some enhancement talent in seconds.
I love enhancement talent.
He just beats him mercilessly. And then he says, I'm going to go sit over here by ringside and do some commentary for the next match.
I ain't going nowhere.
I ain't going nowhere.
Face of America.
I'm the face of America. He's the goddamn face of America. I love it.
And you know what? He's as much I mean, maybe it's just the fact that the Universal title hadn't moved around, didn't have the legacy. This U.S. title run feels more important and bigger to me.
Yeah.
I can't say that, but it feels more important to me. I like it more. I'm more invested in this than Red Strap over yonder, which I feel is being treated much better now that it's just not around.
Yes.
How great is that? Brock wanders in with his toys, hurts people, and goes away.
And
then it's like, oh, we're never going to get it on, especially when he comes around. And when he comes around, he hurts people.
Yeah. The main event.
Goddamn face of America.
Oh, I failed to mention Charlotte and Naomi, who had a great match.
Oh, God, how good has Naomi gotten?
It's outstanding.
And she has just a fantastic connection. As far as a performer, because you've seen them at a live event, right? There's a big difference between playing to the crowd, right in the arena, and playing to the camera and being a personality that transcends the arena.
Yeah,
she's just hit it like perfectly.
Yep,
like she's connecting on the crowd level and she's transcending to the audience at home.
Yep,
you seem so. This is like get back to Bayley. Bayley feels like she connects with the crowd good.
Yeah,
she's not making that television transcendence yet.
Yeah, well, and
she'll hit it. She will.
She will eventually. It's important that Naomi's doing that because
it's so good.
When she inevitably loses, she may even lose it to Charlotte tonight.
It'll be fine.
Possible. But that's why that's important. She can lose it and not really lose anything.
Well, and they've done that with all of the characters on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So much so that Raw took 2 of them.
Yeah.
And it'll be fine.
They'll be absolutely fine.
They took Alexa Bliss. They took Mickie James.
Like the heart of the division.
And you know what? SmackDown's going to be just fine. Because it's done well, and all of them are stepping up. Their ring fundamentals have gotten so good and so second nature that they're able to focus on the characters, and it's so good. It's so good. I'm excited for everything happening on SmackDown.
And my final note was I had to rewatch Corbin and AJ, and I did. It was great.
Yeah.
So,
AJ's so good. I
don't know. Are we loving SmackDown so much because we're hating Raw so much, or is it really just that much better?
Yeah, this is the first time. Like, I don't know if that was me and you talking before the show or if this was like the beginning of the show. They feel different this time.
Mm-hmm.
The original brand split ages ago felt like one company doing two different things at the same time, but it was all still part of the same company. This feels like two different, not just rosters, but companies. Two things run from stem to stern, top to bottom, differently. And as a result, we're getting a different feel from each one.
And SmackDown.
So yeah, I'm not even comparing Raw and SmackDown. Raw is Raw, SmackDown is SmackDown, and it's great.
And it's funny because I feel like Raw is getting the short end, or I mean, I'm sorry, SmackDown is getting the short end of the stick, but they're still putting out something great.
Absolutely.
So,
and you know what? I feel like we're not too far off from getting that transcendence over to Raw. Why am I using that word over and over again? Probably improperly.
Transcendence.
But there was a time when it was like, oh man, it's all about NXT. They're doing crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Guys you've never seen before, they get to do amazing things. And then we get to like, wow, SmackDown's really coming into its own. And there's going to come a time here, really, really soon, where SmackDown is going to overtake Raw. Mm-hmm. As far as ratings.
Yeah.
And then there'll be another shakeup.
Yeah, of course.
But it's not about the talent. It's about the cohesive storytelling.
Yes.
And the good use of storytelling devices. And it's just, it doesn't feel like it's click. It feels like a bad transmission over on Raw. It's just you're working on your 2 sour. I see you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
They do it so well, like so easily.
They've worked on that for like hours. They have a performance center. They can work on it. Uh-huh.
It's not easy.
It's not. I can't.
His fingers are straight up.
I've always had that problem because I spent many years as a saxophonist. I have trouble moving those two fingers or my fingers independently around the ring finger.
Again, as a trumpet player.
So it's like I should be able to move that finger without fidgeting the other fingers around them. And as a result, I'm significantly slower than I could be. But I ain't getting my tendons snipped for... Never mind. But, yeah.
So, if Raw's the number 3 program, SmackDown's the number 1 program, that has to mean that NXT's right there in the middle.
NXT always does well no matter what they do. But NXT is a different animal altogether.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, it had kind of fell into this cooling period. Like pretty much Nakamura's whole time there.
Right.
Again, he just kind of outshone the brand.
Yeah.
That's not his fault. He great. This was a big acquisition, and technically speaking, he probably never should have even went there.
Well,
it made for great programming. We got some great matches out of it. But technically speaking, he was bigger than the program the second he got there.
And everybody that he touched kind of turned to gold too.
Yeah.
Which was nice. And I think that made it so he could... I'm not going to say get Bobby Roode over because Bobby Roode's good on his own.
He would have been fine.
But it gave people pause to really look at Roode and look at what he's doing. Mm-hmm. And that old methodical style of the slowly ramping up and targeting, and Nakamura has drawn the eyes to help the audience retrain on how to watch a classic technical wrestling match, and it's really good. Really good.
Now, I think they've already announced for NXT TakeOver Chicago, Roode versus McIntyre. I think.
Oh, wow.
Don't hold me to that because on NXT this week, Roode comes out, blistering promo.
Oh, good.
Talking about, man, I see you guys sending off Nakamura. This is my NXT. This makes me sick. How dare you people? Blah, blah, blah. And just going off. And then suddenly, of all people, Hideo Itami comes out. I'm like, whoa, I thought this guy was hurt again. Comes out and doesn't say a word. Beautiful, face-to-face with Roode. Again, says nothing. And off mic, like Roode is throwing his... Oh, you want to come out here, Hideo? You want to come out here, Itami? Boom, GDS.
Hold on. That deserves a long one. What?
Yeah, go to sleep. Oh, beautiful. Yes. And now, without saying a single word, without a single match, Itami firmly implanted at the top of the card at NXT. Beautiful.
So, TakeOver Chicago.
Mm-hmm. I think it's Chicago.
If we could get Roode and Itami does a GTS, how many Chicagoans are going to be like, you stole Well, no. Not, no.
Kind of almost the other way.
He's doing
really.
Daniel Bryan's knee thing.
Which, by the way, I didn't realize that Trent Beretta used to do the flying knee.
Wow. Knee plus.
Knee plus. Yeah. That's what
We don't have a name for it. I don't know. It's knee, but it's more. Plus, some would say. Sure, man. Whatever.
He was doing it before D-Bry, because D-Bry was still in Team Hell No at that point. 2012 NXT. Thank you for teaching me that.
Fun stuff.
So that's hot. Then the next thing we get is Aleister Black. I think that was no. I'm sorry, that was last week where he whooped somebody's ass.
Word up.
30 seconds.
Oh, like they just is he doing the kick thing? It's like fade to black. I think they're calling it.
I don't know if they gave it a name.
Oh, well, that would be a good.
Maybe
name.
fade to black. It might have been.
It's not much of
It
a
was,
fade. It's
again, it was so fast.
It's
that
pretty much snap your ass to black.
I don't remember the call.
You done.
Yeah.
Black.
But I did see this.
Huh.
Cien Almas versus McIntyre next week. I like
Cien
it.
Almas is fallen into the old Tyler Breeze role,
Yeah.
which fell into the old Ty Dillinger role, which is now going to be the Cien. And you know what? He's good.
And I mean, it works.
That's
That's not a bad place to be.
He's got a good character of his own that's being developed, even if he's on the losing end of these things.
Well, again, like Breeze keeps tweeting this because people go, whatever happened to Tyler Breeze? Oh, bummer. Like they're not using him right. And he goes, what do you mean? Like I'm rich and I get to wrestle on television? What's so bad about that? He keeps
It's awful, right?
how terrible. So this isn't a bad thing. And again, even more so, like, yeah, Dillinger was in that same role, but looking where SmackDown is now, look what happened when Dillinger came over, and he looks like a massive star.
And that's that transference of NXT to SmackDown, with SmackDown becoming the more smarter fans.
Yeah.
They're paying attention to the product. And eventually it's going to bleed the Raw. It's going to bleed the Raw.
It has to.
And we're
right?
going to get just a whole new generation, a whole new golden age. Not that this age is bad. It's definitely not bad.
It's the best roster we've ever had.
Yeah.
Hands down. People will scream up and down about the Attitude Era, and sure, great for like its stars, but like those mid-card guys.
The Attitude Era led into that early 2000s era.
Which
was like
ruthless aggression.
This is okay. And that's where it kind of like
Again,
fell
there's
off
lots
a
of
little
stars there too, but
bit. It didn't feel as deep.
No, it's
This
because they
feels
had to
so
split
deep.
it. Yeah.
You could give me the very bottom of the card right now, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Now you give me goddamn. His name is Harv, Gervin Harv, but they used to be the Sierra brothers. That's their real name. So Sierra is their last name. Gerv Sierra and Harv Sierra.
Right.
But now they're just Gervin Harv.
Good for them.
You could give me Gervin Harv versus I don't care. Gervin Harv versus the Colognes right now. I'm excited.
All right, so
I'm not gonna see it there. Okay, sorry.
No,
Excited.
we're up and over 2:00. But
What?
so let's. Yeah, I didn't even realize.
We come in with like no show notes today. What are we gonna talk about? Awesome stuff.
Just real quick. Also next week,
What's up?
Bate, the UK champion, is going to be defending against Gentleman Jack Gallagher, rather.
I was about to say, you better pronounce it right.
Interesting. They had a nice little back and forth where Gallagher's like, "Thank you for letting me win the UK championship," and Bate's like, "No, like it's cool. I'm really looking forward to wrestling you, but I'm going to be retaining the championship."
Respectfully, sir.
Yeah, beautiful. Dig it.
Is this how the UK title is defended? Pleasantly.
I'm looking forward to what they're doing here. Is the UK championship going to be an NXT championship, or are they going to be developing it for something else?
You know, there's a. It's all weird with how what's the name of the channel over there? The old World of Sport channel is like
I know
there's
what you're talking about, but I can't think of
like I
it.
said, that's the second biggest market right now.
Yeah.
Is the UK. So it's definitely something they want to tap into, but how they're going to do it,
Yeah.
who knows?
Then here you have my two sour me. And that's everything.
And then
your
a
snacks.
picture of coffee. I bought it for the coffee.
Yes, the coffee and the snacks.
The chips will go home. The candy bar didn't make it.
All right. So
Catholic prayers.
Oh.
Catholic prayers.
guess we need to wrap this thing up because it's
What?
after 2 already. Unbelievable. Somehow we did that. Can you believe it?
It's like we only watched like 2 hours of TV.
Well, what did we actually? Well, let's talk about what. Here's what I love about this show.
Huh?
we're nerds talking about wrestling.
Word.
Because really, like, if you want to talk coverage, what did we cover? The only thing we actually covered was SmackDown, like the things that happened on SmackDown.
Right.
Everything else was nerding out about a little bit of disgruntled about Raw and what we can look forward to from it. Right.
Well, that's the thing. We're not going to go in like, oh, it's garbage. It's like, man, this is how we feel where they're missing it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I mean that's essentially that's where I'm going. Is we made something out of. We had nothing. We had nothing coming in, and not only did we fill the 2 hours, we went up and over the 2 hours, and we probably could have gone longer.
Yeah, we didn't even get to WrestleMania 9.
Or we didn't really delve into Nitro 98. I'm going to make it through. I'm in July. Yeah, I'm in July because, like I said, Goldberg just won the championship.
Great American Bash.
July 4th. So.
Gonna make me watch the Great American Bash 98.
Yep.
All right.
Let's see, because you want to watch
No, I don't.
Kevin Green versus
Oh.
the Giant? That's what you want to watch?
I want to watch that match now. Not like the. I don't want to watch
Not
that
then?
match. I want bring Kevin Green out. Let him see what he looks like.
See what he's doing.
He's got that elderly football player build. I'm guessing. He'll still whip my ass. Everyone will.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. Oh man, are you looking him up?
Kevin Green.
Kevin Green.
Oh,
is
you
he
know
a
what?
Coach for the Packers?
Oh, he's got that old man strength. I don't want to f with that. Screw that. I'm sorry, Kevin Green. Love you.
I'm gonna tweet him.
Hi, sexy Tamina.
I'm gonna tweet him and be like, Nate was talking trash. Said he can beat you up.
I Google sexy Tamina. I get Vicky Guerrero in a bikini and Karma.
You have a type.
I'm not hating either of these, by the way.
Right.
I'm just scrolling. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
the music's on.
Enough.
Dig us, dig what we're doing. Patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. $1 a month gets us coffee, damn it, and it's worth it. Thank you.
It gets us these CDs. You guys helped buy these.
I hate the last one. Sorry.
You can't see these other things either, but they're for the headphones. Those helped us. Those, and then there's a microphone over there that you can't see that you helped buy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Not you.
Oh,
Them.
thank you.
Thank you for thanking them. Well done.
You're welcome.
No, you're... You want to get in touch with him, at the Hulkster on Twitter. I'm at the Nate Project on Twitter. Other than that, I don't know. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
God damn hashtag Wrestlepals.
I lost my keys and my little dog is bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'm take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words, AJ Styles. You know what you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.